Alright, Archons, welcome to another day in the world of the Dark Ember Tree. That's right, the KeyForge Advent Calendar for 2020. Today we got, it says, the criminal that reflects fur. I like it. And this is going to be Dis, Star Alliance, Untamed. I think this might be a mass mutation deck. Let's see what we got in here today. Thanks everyone who tuned into the stream last night and saw the past week's decks in action. It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate everyone's support in, watching this, commenting. We got a great Help from Future Self episode coming out tomorrow, so be sure to tune in to that on all the podcast platforms. But without further ado, let's get into this. So first up, we got Bonesaw, Drekker, Implosion, very nice. Double Implosion, even nicer. Markadis, yes. Can we get two? Nope. Cinder, Snoret, Essence Scale, yes. Grim Reminder, very yes. Double Grim Reminder with a capture pip, loving it. Picaroon. Then we move on to Star Alliance with an access denied with a damage pip. Mr. Chan. Observe You Max. Secure Droid. Survey. Yes, Armory Officer Nell, very nice. Lay the Land. Mutagenous Researcher. Particle Sweep. Ember Tracker with a draw pip. And then we have a Sacro Alien, and now on to Untamed with a Flumph. Gloriana's Attendant. Keyfrog. Lost in the Woods. Double Lost in the Woods. Niffle Ape. Pismire with a pip. Rapid Evolution with a draw. Savage Clash. Eldest Bear with a pip, and lastly we have Fangtooth Cavern. No, we have a Techno Beast with a draw pip. Alright. As we've been doing recently, we're going to go through a creature count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 creatures. Good number. And for pips, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 pips. Actually, 20 creatures, 15 pips. That's badass. I'm happy with that number. So, now, as you can see all the stats of this deck, let's take a look about how the cards are rolling. What do we got here that's interesting? So, I kind of like the idea of Savage Clash because you do have a double Grim Reminder in this deck, which can be really handy as long with the Essence Scale. I see some cool things happening there. I do like the creatures in Untamed, like Keyfrog, for example, if you can get there, 15 pips and whatnot. And Savage Clash with the Gloriana's Attendant is nice. And you can Grim Reminder that stuff. So yeah, I'm liking this Untamed here. And then obviously you have the Rapid Evolution to make sure the Keyfrog can be the highest one. Lost in the Woods, great removal. Double Savage Clash, again, great removal. The Ape's fine. Luminu is give a beast 2/+1. Okay, so we can make Techno Beast a bigger power. Eldest Bear bigger. Niffle Ape bigger if you really want to go that route. Keyfrog is a beast. A lot of beasts in here, actually. And then moving on to our friends in Star Alliance, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures there as well. You could archive them if you wanted to, but I don't see a ton of value in these creatures like I saw in Untamed. I think the value of those creatures here, Cycle, Ember, Ember Control, gets around the taunt and stuff with Rapid Evolution. That may be a reason why you want to throw a Rapid Evolution on the Ape, is because, or even the Lumilu aspect, because then you're going to be able to ignore taunt and elusive and get rid of some annoying targets that way, or protected targets. Key Frog you want back, Glorian's Tennis, whatever. So I kind of like the Untamed for that, but let's keep going because this does have some pips. There are actually good pips on the creatures here too. So yeah, just some things to consider in that regard. All over the place today. Sacre Alien, good fight and look, some cycle, some damage. 2 damage to each enemy creature with Ember on it. This damage, yeah, I mean, I've never really had this work, but I could see it being potentially good. Particle Sweep, good removal. Researcher is whatever, Milk Toast. The Nell is nice because there's 3 drop pips on here, so not a ton, but I mean, you might get a little. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Upgrades. We do have a decent amount of upgrades because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 upgrades. So that is really nice. And it also works for your opponents too, right? So bring it on. So I am liking that side of things. There's also, of course, some nice cycle here. And what else am I liking in the Star Alliance? You know, the Star Alliance isn't anything special. It's not bad. But I mean, there's nothing here that's making me go, oh yeah, that's going to really get me to where I want. But I do like the stuff in here. I feel more likely I'm going to play the Secure Droids almost on my Untamed stuff as a way of getting taunts, things like that. So yeah. And then lastly, let's go into the disc side of things. Picaroon is fine. I feel like the disc is kind of supporting here. The Drekkers, and I mean, the creatures here are fine. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there is the cool thing of being able to use like Cinder to get your creature out and then bring it back with the Grim Reminder, potentially, depending how that turn goes. But I feel the Grim Reminders are looking for Untamed, like really. You could use it on Dis as well. But I mean, the Implosions, using the Implosions to get rid of maybe something with pips on it, and then Grim Remindering them back is kind of cool. I like that. A Mark of Dis is always great to see. Drekkers are fine. Bonesaw, I mean, there's a lot of synergies with Bonesaw here, the Implosions and that. I'm actually, the Essence scale with the Grim Reminders are really nice too for the other houses. So yeah, Picaroon, I love Picaroon's art. Like, such great art. Natalie Russo, you just got my KeyForge heart with your art, not gonna lie. She's such a great artist. She did the Secure Droids as well, if you're curious about artwork. But yeah, I'm liking this disc quite a bit. I like this deck actually quite a bit. The disc just does things I want to do to support the other things. Like, it feels support, but it doesn't have to be. It just can take on that role depending on the cards you get. But this Untamed, I feel like you're going to be spending time putting in the work with the Untamed. I actually really like the Lost in the Woods for the Ember Tracker, potentially. And even a Secure Droid, depending on how that goes. Anything else in here? You could do it on the Techno Beast as well, getting those draw pips back. Pismire even, depending on how you want to roll. I don't know. I like this deck. It has the compositions. Like, I don't think it's too flashy, but I think it's going to get it done, and I like that. And the double Grim Reminder is real nice. So I am a fan with this deck. I think it's going to do work, and I'm excited to test it out. So you have to tune in next Tuesday to see if it holds all the treasures that I foresee. Tell me what you think of this deck. Let me know below. And as always, please do like and subscribe. And check out some of those other videos. And as always, Archons, may your Ember never be stolen and your keys forged promptly. Have a good one.